Obviously, the humanitarian sector has got much bigger over the last 20 years because there's much more humanitarian need. We know that the rise in intra-state conflict within states, has been the biggest driver of humanitarian need. We know that that's been exacerbated, in some ways driven by climate crisis. And we also know that there are one-off events like COVID, which drive extra humanitarian need. I think the humanitarian sector has also got better. We know much more about what works than we did 20 or 25 years ago. But I think there's many things that are all too recognizable in the way the humanitarian sector works. It's underfunded, but it's also neglectful of the interests of women and girls, who are the majority of clients. That was known 20 years ago and remains the case today. There's obviously a big debate about the balance between international expertise and local expertise. We're certainly very committed to developing a marriage, a balance, a harmony between the expertise of communities and people caught up in crisis and the expertise that exists in international organizations, which bring comparative and historical reasoning and expertise to bear.
Since we arrived from South Sudan to the settlement, we come and realize women have problems. Women have been beaten and so many crimes, and then they don't want to refer these cases. We think that we should build something to help our women so that they can know that women have voice and women have rights. If somebody beats you, you have right to talk, and we refer these cases to Women's Center. Due to this outbreak of corona, our girls are not in school, but we talk to them to go back to school so that tomorrow they will develop our country and they will be a good leaders in future. A good leader can speak her voice to be listened as a woman. A good leader also can address issues concerning women and girls. A good leader, if a woman, you will speak in behalf of the other women.
The face of the humanitarian sector for us is the clients of the International Rescue Committee. 95% of our staff are local people from the places where we work. That's important. I think the growth of humanitarian need should be a spur for us to work smarter, not just work harder. And that's absolutely key to the future of the sector. We've got to be self-critical, we've got to be outcomes-oriented, and we've got to be focused on the task at hand, which isn't just to do more of what we're currently doing, it's to help rise to a challenge of more complex problems, more deep-rooted problems, but problems where the courage and the innovation of the people affected should be a spur to us to be partners in their mission of change.
What I hope to Togoletta women, I want this organization to become a big organization so that women can also join and they can say, this is a group we formed in Uganda, and these women are empowered and we can support our fellow women.